Welcome back to Halftime Report on CNBC TV 18. Well, Insecticides India is a stock on our radar. It posted a mixed set of Q2 earnings. The revenues declined, but the EBITDA rose. So to give us a fine print of the numbers, we have the management with us, Rajesh Agarwal, who's the MD of the company, is joining in. Rajesh, good afternoon and thanks for joining us on the channel. There was a decline in the revenues because of a fall in the sale of your branded products division. The monsoon situation was a bit erratic this time. But going forward, what is the outlook for the second half of the year?
Is quite good actually. This Q2 also started had a very good beginning. July was a good month actually. August and September, August becomes the peak generally, but there were heavy rains in the month of August, due to which we had to suffer a little in the sales. But Q3 looks pretty good actually. The start has been good. And also there was pressure on the export sales in the Q2 because we were not getting the we have very good expectation in this quarter actually, and we wish to cross 100 crores, which will be first time for the company in the export business. So we should be able to achieve that number in Q3. So I mean to say that we see good future prospects, good sales, because these rains which were problem in the Kharif season are good for the Rabi season. And there is good demand due to the change in the market scenario. The inventories in the trade are low. So overall, the expectation from the second half of...
So expecting your export business to at least cross 100 crores, that would be for this entire second half.
Yes, that will be in the 9 months actually. The first 9 months we should cross 100 crores.
Okay. For the first 9 months you should cross 100 crores in terms of the export business. But Mr. Agarwal, I wanted to ask you about your new product launch. How are they doing? Your lethal product launch, which has actually done quite well, at least in the first quarter, as well as your Maharatna product range. Give us a sense in terms of these two product groups and what is your launch pipeline looking like as well?
The launch pipeline is very strong. We wish to launch 6 to 7 products. The idea of launching these products was this fiscal, but we missed out on the Kharif season because there were certain delays in grant of the registrations, and then there were certain changes in the plants which were required actually. And we are on the expansion route, and we are about to finalize or finish our expansion plans in Chopanki in Rajasthan by month of December. In Gujarat also we expect to complete our expansion plans by February, March actually, which means that we will come into production and the products will come into actual. So we have a big pipeline for launching. About 5 more products are expected to come in next 4 to 5 months, and we are planning to launch this time as the product comes. The season will be not there. There will be little demand, but at least market will feel the product and let the product go into the market. That is the strategy. So immediately we launch. These particularly launched a product called Hachiman. Again, it was in the end of the season, but a very good beginning we have made with this Hachiman and Oxim. We have almost done a sale of about 20 crores this year, and next year we are going to multiply this actually. So the new pipeline is good, new products are good. There are certain for Nissan, and there will be some other products which will be coming out of our own R&D center actually. So there will be some products which will be manufactured for the first time actually. So our expectation from these products is good actually. So the launches during this fiscal and the early next fiscal are queued up. And as the plants get ready and as we bag the registrations, which are expected very soon, we'll keep on launching this.
Okay, so that's the launch pipeline. You had indicated to us that 70% of your imports for you come from China. What is the situation as far as raw material availability is concerned? And since prices have shot up, will that damage your margins in any way? What is the outlook for the second half?
We are working on that actually. Situation is really tight because yes, raw material comes from China. We are planning on our product mix actually in a fashion so that we keep on expanding our revenue from the Japanese products. First strategy. Second strategy, depending more on the new chemistries, because in the new chemistry it is easier to get the price, the impact of on these. But yes, generics are always under pressure, and they are already under pressure. But I don't think that our profit margins and the top line, bottom line will get impacted in the Q2. We are prepared for the Q2 and we are working for the new term actually. So for that we are making a strategy which will be majorly and we'll reduce our dependence on the generic molecules.
Okay, all right, Mr. Agarwal, just hold that thought because Asian Paints has confirmed taking another 4 to 6% price hike with effect or from December 5th. Remember that it was in the news at the end of October, start of November because they had taken a cumulative. But talking about demand and price hikes, what is your demand scenario looking like at this point in time? You're bullish on exports, but what about the domestic market? And are you in a position to hike prices at all?
Yes, that is common across because if we look at the raw material pricing, may it be metal, plastics, paper, chemicals, solvents, everywhere the price has gone up actually. So we are able to increase the prices to an extent, but yes, market is taking time to absorb it because the Kharif season, the first season has just finished, and at this time it is the harvest period in most part of the country, and now the Rabi, the second season, the winter season is catching up with the increased prices. So I would say that yes, there has been acceptance, and in a phased manner we are increasing the prices. For certain products, yes, it is increasing every 20-25 days. For some other products, it is more or less stable.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Agarwal, for joining us and taking us through your business. But the big story right now is the massive price hike that Asian Paints is undertaking. Mangalam joins in and